Adventure in Punland on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Hype Man on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Hype Man.
This is the Pipe Man here on the Adventures Pipe Man W4CY Radio, and I'm here with our next guest who's playing soon at one of my favorite festivals in the world. And man, they have some badass music. So let's welcome to the show, Space Pistol. How are you?
Hey, yes, the Pipe Man.
We love the Pipe Man.
Yes, boy.
I love it. I love it. And you know, you guys are playing Bloodstock. That is badass. How did that happen?
Oh, it was. It's been a dream, man. Like, so we were in the Metal to the Masses competition. Somebody tipped us off, said you guys should go for it. There's some free slots in the North Hants area, which is kind of close to where we are. And we just went for it. And there was we just thought, you know what, it'll be a good chance to play in front of some new people, meet some great bands. That's exactly what happened. We didn't think we'd get through or anything, because we're not strictly metal. We go heavy, but you know, we kind of groove, and we're a bit punk and DIY as well. And yeah, man, it was just a dream. And we got through to the finals, and then they said our name at the end. And
wow.
Now we're going, and it's been a wild ride.
And you know, it's funny you're talking about like what you're considered as far as music. I even throw in there like kind of psychedelic hippie music too, because some of that, the guitar in it, like has that psychedelic like killer sound to it.
Mate, I'm all for that. I think that's probably you, Dan.
I'm
just an old hippie, so yeah.
See, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga. Yeah, so we're just gonna piece them out.
We're just gonna piece them out on a Sunday morning, mate. See what
right. Well, here's the best part, though.
Solid rhythm section.
I love the description of your band, because it says mix of alt rock, grunge, and ADHD infused madness. That part right there is fucking brilliant. Okay, that part right there, like I think that should be the name of your next album.
Well, we haven't actually got that far yet, so maybe that's you know, a contender.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, man. ADHD infused madness.
That's
right.
Cool.
It's cool.
There you go. So that'll be the next. That could be the next new song, right there. You can write it right on this show.
We can write right now. Everything's set up as well.
Yeah, we're at our HQ, so we've got all the materials needed for it.
Yeah, the Space Pistol thing is kind of that, really. It does all go under that umbrella. Just no real boundaries. Just chuck it all in there, and if it makes your face do that,
yeah, right.
And that Space Pistol, just like
that's what we want.
The night.
And you know, that is like, I listen to your music, and it's like it makes me want to, you know, be in the pit and grooving in the pit at the same time. That's what made me feel it.
That's great.
So
that's good.
Got all going on, and Bloodstock. Like, are you still? Do you think it's reality yet, or are you still kind of in, no pun intended, space about playing at Bloodstock?
I don't really think it's hit home.
No,
what this
it
is
hasn't to me.
No,
I think I wake up every day and I'm more excited every day.
Yeah,
I'm like, shit, man. I'm like, playing Bloodstock soon, and I'm like, so I don't know what I'm going to be like on the day. I'm going to be like, whoa.
And I think since we won, there's been a lot of behind the scenes stuff and all the technical side of it, and it's like, hang on a minute, I think this is bit bigger than we anticipated.
Yeah,
Bloodstock. I mean, it's
100%.
massive, isn't it? And what an opportunity we've got here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's going to feel amazing when that crowd is going to be packed out there, and you're going to be like, where did that come from? Because that's what Bloodstock is. Like, Bloodstock's all about, it's not about the huge names, it's about the names you should know.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
For sure.
That's
sure.
good.
Like, I was listening to, there was a show on yesterday that was playing kind of all the bands from the New Blood stage, which are a lot of the Metal to the Masses winners and all the as you say, the unknowns. My God, the caliber of bands is awesome. I think we're just going to be hanging out on the New Blood stage and just checking all these awesome bands, man. It's so good, really good variety as well. It's not just kind of metal. There's some great stuff on there. So yeah, man, we're looking forward to it. And yeah, to kind of answer your question as well, it's been mad. Like, for us, it's been such a wild ride at the moment. We've just released the album, about this time last month. Hey, there it is.
Whoa, there she is.
So we've just been so busy with like the promo and the release cycle for that. We've just started our tour for the album of now which Bloodstock is one of the stops. So it's one of the reasons it hasn't set in is just because we've been like all systems go for the last kind of few months, and it's the momentum is continuing.
That's the way it should be. That's that ADHD infused madness right there.
It's the ADHD train.
Yeah.
The trains are rolling, baby.
That's right. That's right. So how would you, if you were to, tell the listeners who have never heard of you, how would you yourself describe your music? Like, without using a genre. Like, if you were to give somebody something that would implant in their brain without some stupid label, what would it be?
I would say it's music that will make your face screw.
I love that.
Yeah, music that makes one of your eyelids lift off your forehead and want to make a fist with love.
Yeah,
something like that.
I think it's exciting.
And then in brackets, ADHD.
Yeah, man. You know what? I think ADHD infused madness.
I think that's it. ADHD
mate.
Infused madness in
there it is.
Respectable way.
And so tell us about the album. Tell us a little bit about it and, what it kind of means to you, because it's going to mean something different to everybody. But I like to know what it means to the artists.
Well, a lot of these songs have been in existence from the start. I mean, we were a 4-piece before this album, and basically it's just been it feels like this whole journey has led to this point of this album, Leave With Everything. We were quite a mad band off stage as well when we first started. The madness, the lines were blurred, and Leave With Everything is basically knowing when to turn the madness on and off. This simple thing about leaving with everything is basically the party can't last. You appreciate them, and then the moment's gone and you go home. And basically it's my sobriety, basically is to leave with everything. Just go home, because there's always tomorrow, and I'm not missing out. If I stay and things go a bit pear-shaped, there won't be a tomorrow. Basically, I'll just be still going. And yeah, it's just basically a journey to finding ourselves, and as a band, because we all use that term now, don't we? We're like, we're just going to do a French exit, just leave without having to say goodbye to everybody. It's just like, to protect yourself, really, before you start going down the bad paths, which is not good.
Right. And I get out of that even from what you're saying is it's like, do what's good for you instead of worrying about everybody else.
Exactly. And the music to us now, it's this pure, beautiful thing. Like, we're really lucky that we've got this band. Yeah. Why would we want to ruin it with, all the chaos and
the madness,
abuse, basically? We're fucking mad as it is, mate.
I know, right?
External influence. So, really,
that's what I was going to say right there. Like, you don't need it at all. It's funny because when I was younger, I would go out with people and I rarely drank. And they're like, yeah, you don't need to drink. You're just as bad as us without the drinking. I'm like, yeah. And then I could shut it off and go home.
Yeah, so that's the leave with everything, basically, is just, oh, yeah, actually, I have the choice just to leave. I don't have to people please anymore. We don't have to justify staying out, you know. Just go home. Such a simple thing. Only took 20 years to get to do.
I know, right? But at least you did it in 20 years. Some don't ever do it. So there you go. And
all these songs are born out of the madness. So that's basically what this album is. Basically, a coming of age for us all, really. And I feel like we've really matured as a band, haven't we?
Yeah, for sure.
What I love too is watching your most recent video is like, you guys look like you're just loving it and doing this with each other, you know, and you don't see that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one of the key things, I mean, it's so difficult not to enjoy it and not to have like maximum energy when you're playing these songs. You know, we put on the boiler suits, and that's kind of like transition, you know, putting on our war gear. As soon as we hit the stage, the one thing we always hear back is that the energy is infectious and at maximum, and it's difficult not to. I always, people always say, how do you do that for, however long you're doing it, especially in those boiler suits? And I say it's easy.
ADHD.
These songs just, they just encourage energy and passion, and that's what we do.
Yeah, and you get into a zone too. Like it brings you into a zone where you're just, you don't think about all that other stuff because you're just in another world, usually your own world.
It's a beautiful meditation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us more about how people can reach out to you guys, connect to you on socials, on the web, check out the new album, get merch, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're online. The simplest thing to say is Google Space Pistol, and it's all there. We're active on Instagram, Facebook. We're a bit too old school for TikTok, but
TikTok.
But yeah, the album's on Spotify. You can check us out on YouTube.
We've also got our own OnlyFans as well.
We got our own OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Behind the boiler suits.
Mama.
How much is?
Yeah.
I want to know how much a subscription is to your OnlyFans.
At the moment,
3 pork pies.
Yeah, 3 pork pies.
So, is there anything we want to talk to listeners about that we haven't hit yet that you want them to know?
Oh, good question. I mean, I think at the moment, all we want people to do is go check us out, check out the album. We couldn't be prouder of it. It is a real piece of work. It's a body of work. It's a proper full-length 12-track album, and we just want people to listen to it and go check us out. Save us on your playlist, have it on repeat, and fall in love with the band like we are.
Come watch a gig as well.
And hopefully we'll come to America soon.
Nice.
We'll pay you. Right, man.
I love it. I'm so bummed I'm going to miss you at Bloodstock because I know that is going to be a fun set. So,
but we're rehearsing it at the minute.
Yeah, that's where we are. We're at our HQ at the moment. We've just put the set together, and it is massive. It sounds massive.
Nice. I love it. Well, I hope we hear a lot more of you. You're going to kick ass at Bloodstock, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipe Man.
Oh, Pipe Man, we love you already,
Our pleasure. What an adventure it was. So for anyone listening, we are on the Sunday on the New Blood stage.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY Radio.